Today on the show, we're diving into the world of economic indicators. These are the numbers that tell us how the economy is doing. Things like GDP, unemployment rates, and consumer confidence. But what do these indicators really mean? How are they calculated? And how should we interpret them? We'll break it all down for you with the help of some experts to make sense of the numbers that shape our world. Broncos Country, get ready because Thursday night is going to be our night. The Broncos are flying with 6 straight wins, the best streak in the NFL, tied with the Patriots. And guess who's visiting our Empower Field at Mile High? The Raiders. Folks, those same Raiders who have 2 wins and 6 losses. But hold on, family, because this isn't just about wins and losses. This game has insane numbers that will make you understand why Thursday could be a historic blowout. And I'm going to show you everything right now. People, let's start by setting the context for this AFC West battle happening Thursday night. One side, we have our Broncos with 7 wins and just 2 losses, leading the division with authority. On the other side, the Raiders with a humiliating 2 wins and 6 losses, sitting dead last in the division. The game takes place at our sacred Empower Field at Mile High, where we're unbeatable this season with 4 wins in 4 games. Kickoff is set for 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and there will be exclusive coverage. Denver Broncos family, can you feel the energy this team is putting out? 6 straight wins. This streak ties us with the Patriots for the best in the league right now. Our team is playing spectacular football, balanced with a dominant defense and efficient offense. This is exactly the kind of momentum we need to make a historic playoff run. Meanwhile, the Raiders are coming off 2 straight losses and have just 1 win in their last 7 games. The difference in momentum between these 2 teams couldn't be bigger. Now let's get to what really matters. Broncos Country, the numbers. And here's a stat that will make you understand why this game could be a massacre. Red zone efficiency. The Broncos convert an impressive 68% of red zone opportunities into touchdowns. That means when our offense gets close to the opponent's end zone, we are going to score. No messing around, no settling for field goals. We score touchdowns and the Raiders get ready to laugh. Just 45.5% conversion. That's pathetic for an NFL team. We're talking about a 22 percentage point difference. Let me translate for you. When the Broncos get in the red zone, it's a touchdown. When the Raiders get there, they're wondering if they'll score or not. That's the difference between a playoff team and a team fighting not to be the worst in the conference. So, Broncos Country, do you think the Raiders can compete with this absurd efficiency difference? But family, there's more. And here's another number that will keep the Raiders up at night until Thursday. The Broncos' pass rush is the best in the NFL. Yes, you heard that right. Best in the entire league. Our defensive linemen and linebackers have already taken down the opposing quarterback an incredible 40 times this season. That's an average of 4. 4 sacks per game. It's a machine of constant, relentless, suffocating pressure. And the Raiders. With all due respect to Max Crosby, who's an elite player, their team has only managed 16 sacks all year, just 1.8 per game. That's less than half our production. Now, imagine Thursday's scenario. The Raiders quarterback, Geno Smith, is going to be running for his life all game long. 4 players from our front 7 already have 4 or more sacks each. 4. And speaking of Geno Smith, Denver Broncos family, we need to talk about the biggest gift the Raiders are going to give us Thursday. This quarterback is having a disastrous season when it comes to taking care of the ball. The guy has already thrown 11 interceptions in just 8 games. 11! That's the worst mark in the entire NFL. Just to give you an idea of Smith's generosity, he's only managed to go 2 games without throwing an interception. In 6 of the 8 games, he's handed the ball to the opponent at least once. And now, this problematic quarterback is going to face the best pass rush in the NFL? Folks, this is going to be a massacre. Analysts are already betting heavily that he'll throw at least 1 interception in the game, and I totally agree. With pressure coming from all sides, Geno Smith is going to have to make quick decisions. and we already know he's not good at that. It's going to be a party for our secondary. People, now comes the most depressing stat for Raiders fans. Their offense is simply non-existent. The Raiders average just 16. 2 points per game. 16. In their last game against the Kansas City Chiefs, they were shut out and managed only 95 total yards the entire game. 95 yards, family. For comparison, our Broncos do that in a single offensive drive when we're playing well, and there's no explosiveness in that offense whatsoever. There's no receiver who strikes fear, no running back who's a constant threat, no creativity in the play calling. It's just weak. Now let's talk about trends, those statistical patterns that show team behavior. The Broncos have impressive numbers as home favorites. When we look at spreads of 7 points or more playing at home, we have 7 wins in 9 games covering the spread. After wins by 14 points or more, we've covered the spread in 4 of the last 5 games. And the Raiders, as underdogs, pathetic. As underdogs getting 7 points or more on the road, they have 2 wins in 6 games against the spread. In divisional road games, just 1 win in 4 against the spread. These numbers don't lie, Broncos Country. They show that when the Broncos are favorites at home, we deliver. And when the Raiders are underdogs on the road, they disappoint. Family, the Broncos are favored by 8, 5 to 9.5 points, depending on where you look. That means the experts believe we're going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. And looking at the numbers I've presented, I totally agree. With our red zone efficiency, our dominant pass rush, and their anemic offense, I don't see how the Raiders can keep this game competitive for 4 quarters. And here's an interesting fact. The betting public is massively on the Broncos, about 87. 8% of the money on the money line is on the Broncos, and over 81% of the money on the spread is with us too. Even casual fans can see that this game has an obvious favorite, Denver. Broncos family, if you want in-depth analysis like this before each of our Broncos games, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. We bring you everything about Broncos Country, tactical analysis, hot news, and complete coverage. Don't miss out. People, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't see how the Raiders can compete in this game. Look, I respect Max Crosby. I think he's a phenomenal player, but one player alone doesn't win a football game. And besides him, the Raiders simply don't have the pieces to trouble our Broncos. Geno Smith is going to be running all game long. He's going to throw at least 2 interceptions, and our offense is going to capitalize on every opportunity. Bo Nix is playing with confidence. Our running game is working, and the defense is simply impenetrable. Thursday night could be the game where we make a statement to the entire AFC. The Denver Broncos are not messing around. We're here to fight for the Super Bowl, and we've reached the end. Broncos Country. Thursday night is going to be special. Empower Field at Mile High is going to be rocking. Our defense is going to be hunting, and our offense is going to be scoring. The Raiders better get ready, because it's going to be a long night for them. Now, I want to hear from you, family. What's going to be the final score? How many interceptions do you think Geno Smith will throw? How many sacks will our pass rush get? Leave your predictions here in the comments. I want to see who gets closest to the actual result. And don't forget, like the video if you're pumped for Thursday, share it with all the Broncos fans you know, and stay tuned, because after the game, we'll have complete analysis here on the channel. Broncos Country. See you Thursday to celebrate another dominant victory. Go Broncos!